here are my top 13 favorite kills of the Friday the 13th franchise. And I'm doing 13 for, well, obviously, the Friday the 13th franchise. So, without further ado, at number 13 is Amanda from the reboot, Friday the 13th. She burns in a sleeping bag. This is a very scary kill, and it has some blood there. But it's a very scary kill. It's a very scary concept for a kill of being roasted alive in a sleeping bag. And it is a totally different kill from Jason's MO of like quick, short, relatively painless kills. So I had to mention it. It's one of my favorite kills of the franchise. Number 12 is Scott from Friday the 13th Part 2. Now, I think there were probably a few other kills from other movies that I could have put on here, but Friday the 13th Part 2 otherwise wouldn't have had a kill on here. So I kind of wanted to maybe round out the franchise a little bit and put a movie that otherwise wouldn't be on the list on here. So Scott gets his throat slit with a machete, the wrong side of the machete, but so that's kind of why it might be a little bit lower, because maybe he probably wouldn't have died, but I mean, like, I think this is probably the bloodiest kill of the movie, while still not being overly graphic, by Friday the 13th standards, but I think it's a decent kill. It's a good kill, so I really like it. Number 11 is Richie from the reboot. He gets a machete in the head. Jason runs at him, puts the machete in his head, and kills him. You get some blood in there. It's a machete kill. It's pretty graphic, so I really like it. It's a good kill. Now on to the top 10. Number 10 is Deputy Josh from Jason Goes to Hell, the Final Friday. Now this is, again, like a very different style kill than Friday the 13th and Jason Kills, where this is torturous. This is almost like a Saw type kill, and he just melts to the ground. His body just deteriorates, and it's all disgusting. He falls to the floor. But I think it's the best kill of the movie. It's certainly my favorite kill of that movie. It's always stood out to me, and it's always stood out to me for being so different. So I really like it. I had to put it on my list. Number 9 is Trey from Freddy vs. Jason. Now, this is not my... Now, let me think. I don't think this was my favorite kill of the movie, but it's my favorite Jason Voorhees kill. Or it's my favorite kill by Jason Voorhees in that movie. I can't remember what number 1 was, but I don't think... Oh, I think it was Freddy Krueger getting beheaded. But anyways, this is my favorite Jason Voorhees kill in that movie. So Trey gets stabbed a lot by the machete, and then Jason takes the bed, folds it up, and just kills him. Like, this is such a wicked, graphic kill. It's really good. Number 8 is Axel from the final chapter. Jason takes a hacksaw, cuts his throat, and then twists his head 180 degrees the wrong way. So it's pretty bloody. It's brutal while still being very quick, kind of. So I really like it. It's a really good kill. Number 7 is Sissy from Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives. Jason takes her and turns her head 180 degrees the wrong way. So in a way, this is kind of also like Axel's kill. But I put this on the list to have a kill from Jason Lives on here, and I think this is a really good kill. It stands out in the movie, it stands out in the franchise, so I really like it. Number 6 is Jimmy from the final chapter. He gets stabbed in the hand with the corkscrew that he was looking for, and then Jason comes, takes a cleaver, puts it in his face. Pretty cool. It stands out because it's Crispin Glover that's in the movie, so that's it's kind of always stood out to me for that. And you get some blood in there, so so I really like it. It's a really good kill. Number 5 is Mrs. Voorhees from the original Friday the 13th. It's a villain kill. A villain dies, and then Alice takes the machete, cuts her head off. That's, for the time, pretty graphic. Like, in the 80s, for the early 80s, that's actually a pretty graphic kill. So, I really like it. It stands out. It's a good kill. Number 4 is Adrian from Jason X. Liquid nitrogen kill. That's what it is. Jason takes her, dunks her in liquid nitrogen, smashes her head on the ground, and then she's done with. Like, that is such an awesome, creative, bloody kill, so I really like it. It's one of the best of the franchise. Number 3 is Trent from the Friday the 13th reboot. Jason takes his machete, runs it through Trent's whole body, and then just impales him on some farm equipment on a truck, and the truck drives away. This is such a satisfying kill because Trent is such a mean person in the movie. Like, just with small comments that he says, that it's just like, dude, you're so mean, you're so uptight, just chill and relax a bit. But he never does, and like, he's just so mean. So this kill is so satisfying to see. And it's bloody, so I really like it. Number 2 is Jack from the original Friday the 13th. I'm actually shocked that it gets all the way up to number 2, but it is such a great kill. It's actually Kevin Bacon from the original Friday the 13th. Pamela Voorhees takes a spear and runs it through his neck and kills him. It's pretty bloody. The blood squirts make it graphic. Despite me not liking the original Friday the 13th, this kill is one of the best. It's one of my favorite kills of the franchise, being at number 2. So it's a really cool, it's a really awesome kill. But my number 1 favorite kill of the franchise has got to be Jason Voorhees himself from The Final Chapter. The Final Chapter is my favorite movie, and like I've already mentioned, like, mean characters and or villains of the franchise, Trent and Mrs. Voorhees. This third kill now, Jason Voorhees, is such a satisfying kill. It's a kill you can actually enjoy. Tommy Jarvis takes a machete, cuts it at Jason's head. He falls down on the machete, and that is such an awesome kill. And then Tommy takes the machete again and just keeps whacking him until he's dead. So this is such an awesome kill. This is such a great kill for a horror movie villain, and it would be a great conclusion to the Friday the 13th franchise. So Jason Voorhees comes out as my number 1 favorite kill of the Friday the 13th franchise. His kill from the final chapter. Thanks for watching.